Skills podcast. Today we have an awesome guest. He has trained multiple UFC fighters. Currently, he is training one of the top female fighters in the UFC by the name of Tatiana Suarez. Betiss, welcome to the Fighting Skills podcast.
Good. How are you, man?
Good, brother,
Just
man. Long
staying here
time.
quarantined.
Quarantine. How long have you been quarantined already?
Since the 13th.
Oh, wow. Have you gone out at all?
But I go out to just take care of stuff for work and stuff.
Uh huh.
But no training, no gym, no nothing.
What's that like?
Uh, I got a lot more work done. As being out of the gym, I was able to really dial in the rental car business that I have and do a lot of research, do a lot of studying. That's kind of all I've been doing is just working towards improving that because I've been kind of usually my days are split in half to where half my day I put into the rental car business
Mm-hmm.
and the other half I put into training people, coaching, working with fighters. So the whole fighter thing got set to the side. So I've just been doing my whole day on my cars. So I've been essentially doubling the amount of work that I typically do in the cars.
That's rad. That's rad. Are you far from the phone right now, Baptiste? Am I on speaker?
Yeah, you want me to change it?
Yeah. Just get close to the phone. Put it next to your ear so I can hear you
Okay.
clearly.
How's that?
Oh, way much better. Much
How's
better.
that?
Okay,
Way
so
better.
so yeah,
Okay.
so ever since this COVID-19 started, so your training stuff has slowed down, and you're basically you fixing your cars now, and you're doing your rental service. How are the fighters handling it? I know you handle a lot of fighters, including Tatiana. How is she handling it?
Um, I'm not too sure. Honestly, I think maybe it's a little hard on her because she's used to being out and about and working out, and she has a real addictive personality towards training. I'm still watching her and like contact with her on social media on Instagram, but it seems like she's definitely still out running and working out in the house all the time and just doing her thing with her dogs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she's definitely exercising, but I don't definitely no martial arts.
Man, and let's say this lockdown, if it lasts for more than 3 months, what are we looking at as far as the gyms? Are they gonna close down?
I honestly feel like the martial arts business is going to take a huge hit regardless on how long this pandemic lasts, simply because the threat of everything coming back. I think for the next few years, people are kind of traumatized, and we're going to kind of change the way life rolls. I feel like people are going to be more hesitant to be in big groups of people. I think like bars, nightclubs, big establishments. I feel like all these type of businesses are gonna take a big hit. I feel like a majority of society is scared now, regardless.
So what would be
You
too?
know,
Yeah, what would be too much? Like a big gathering, or like more than 10, or do you think that just people are scared to make contact? Period. Now,
I feel like people are scared to make contact. Period. I couldn't give you a number. I'm not that well,
would you risk
that
it?
much of a professional in it. Uh, I don't know if I would, to be honest with you, simply because I have two parents that both have medical issues and they're both older. So we're really going out of our way to take care of our parents. So for me personally, yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely start coaching again. I mean, I have a few places that I just started coaching and then this hit. You know what I mean? So I just feel like uh, maybe face mask, gloves, that kind of thing. There's
Jesus.
just distancing from people. I don't know. We'll see how. Well, maybe like if they come up with a vaccine,
Hmm.
then I think everything can kind of blow over, and I'm hoping that they do. You know.
So,
So I
so you
mean,
be,
we'll see what happens.
you believe in the vaccines. You don't think that since the vaccines haven't been tested for a long period of time that it might have really bad side effects on certain people and people might even start dying off faster?
I don't know. I mean, I think that could be a whole nother can of worms. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I think even with the vaccine, maybe people are gonna kind of we're going to kind of steer away from that thing. I mean, there always be the hardcores and the people that are highly addicted to it that are going to want to do it. But I feel like it's definitely going to change. Things are definitely going to change.
I was thinking maybe I should just start doing training online where I come out on video and I train a certain amount of people and they just get exclusive logins to my video channel. I was thinking about that. Would that be something that you would probably do? Online coaching?
I, you know what? Uh, I have looked at it. I've looked at different things like Zoom. Uh, I feel like it's flooded. You know what I mean? I feel like that industry is flooded, and it's only going to get more and more flooded now that all these people that have gyms and have all the followings, and it's going to be so much easier to compete because it's not like a gym down the street in comparison to just a different web address, and you could train with anybody you want in the world whenever you want. So I think it's gonna, and more people are flooding into that angle, and I feel like it's gonna drive prices down. So I don't know if it's something I'm gonna kind of watch and see how it goes. I know you already have a lot of heavy hitters out there that are doing the YouTube and the AdSense, and they have a big following, and they're just flooding content onto YouTube. And I know that I've seen a few people like Dwayne Ludwig is a good friend of mine. He built his like bangmuaythai.com, and I know that's doing well. I see like I know Marcelo Garcia had his thing going for a while. What Gracie University does it, but I don't know. I know that it's definitely an angle that a lot of people are going to hit all at the same time and flood. So I don't know if that's a direction I want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean,
Maybe more of a, maybe more of, for me, I think I've been coaching for over 20 years, and I have a big legacy of people following me already, and that's going to continue to grow. I see my future more of maybe like a private gym, kind of like a private fight camp that's not open to the public. You know what I mean? That I'm just like focused on fighters and of course the kids and competitors and people that I've trained over the years. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I got a plenty of a following that'll last me a lifetime as it is. I don't know if I want to go out and find more.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Like you have a lot of people that already been around you
You
that
set up your house, huh?
yeah, I did. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like not try to get worldwide people, but the people that you were exclusively training already, just, train them
Mm-hmm.
and train the people around you. That's what I was thinking cuz of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely smaller groups. Yeah, smaller groups. More towards just the passion of it and competition and fighting. Not so much like trying to like build another gym that caters to the masses. You know,
Mhm.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I don't know why. I feel like we just got hit with an atomic bomb,
Mhm.
and now we still haven't come out of all the ashes, and we have to let the dust settle before we start looking for opportunity. I feel like with my rental car business, it didn't take much of a hit. I just dropped the prices a little more, and I feel like the economy is going to crash. People are going to lose their cars, and I'm at the bottom of the totem pole in that business, meaning like all my cars are paid for in cash. They're the cheapest ones on the market. I'm getting a flood of people in a bad economy that will be renting from me. You know what I mean? And then I have a system of purchasing the cars that's really dialed in. I have a system that once the car is done with its life of renting, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm building that system there too. And I'm thinking all that is going to flood into a private training area, or maybe I will offer some classes, but I'm thinking more like nothing big or heavy duty, but just something where I could invest and buy the real estate, whether it's just like a really big house with a big lot that has a huge building in the back, or maybe a commercial building where I can operate everything from. That's kind of the direction I'm going. I don't know about like full on classes kind of thing, but something in that realm.
No, that's genius because you would get
I think we just, yeah,
complete
we got to
control.
wait for this dust to settle.
I think it might be a while. I don't know why, but my gut tells me it's like gonna be for the rest of the year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we need more data. There's not enough data. This just happened. I mean, if you track it back to China and you track Wuhan, the stories of this kind of thing starting to hit was November, December. And then look how big it got so fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we're in April, which is only a few months, you know, if we contain it, and then it starts to die down and things start to get under control and things start to open up. Is it going to start respreading? Are we going to get vaccines? How are people going to deal with those vaccines? When are we going to get back to normal? And I don't know.
Is this a takeover by China? Because I was looking at the news yesterday, and the U.S. doesn't have enough ventilators, and for some reason, China has like a big old warehouse where they're manufacturing a bunch of ventilators, and they're gonna make billions now.
Well, I mean, look, one of the big heavy hitters when it comes to producing stuff like that. You know what I mean? You have China, Pakistan, India. So I mean, they're just going where the opportunity is and where the money is. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. There's market in medical products right now: face masks, gloves, ventilators, respirators, all kinds of things like that. You know.
Is
So
this
who
yeah?
knows?
Is this a biological war that we're not aware
It
of?
could be. It could potentially. I mean, that can potentially make sense. You know what I mean? I hear a lot of people think that. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. For some
but
reason,
who knows?
for
Who
some
knows?
for some reason, I think this has to do with the Salamani thing, with the General Salamani they
Maybe.
killed.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I think anything's possible, and we're not going to know for another 50 years because who's going to give out that information?
Are you a conspiracy
You
theorist,
know,
Betiss? Do you have like some doubts of the COVID-19, like, or do you feel like it is actually a virus and there's nothing else behind it?
I'm leaning towards it is a virus and there is nothing behind it simply because covering something like that up, it would be very hard in my opinion. I mean, all these people that are covering it up, they have their friends, they have their families and people all around that their friends and families and people they work with and they're around, and those people, they don't know like they're not going to be protected, and they're also